Hello, hello, welcome everybody. How are we doing today? Sorry, I just realized that it hit 5 minutes. I've been sitting here like dissociating. uh, how are we doing? It's Spire time. It's time to Spire. What are we doing in the Spire? Probably losing some more runs. That's where we like to be. It's what we like to do. It's what we want to do. And I suppose it's something we can continue to do. I got another comment on Flagbearer being like, when can we expect this in Slay the Spire 2? And they feel so bad. They feel so bad. I'm like, I don't know how to tell people this, but like when you're not a programmer, you're just a freaking, or you're just a goober, and you're just a little guy. It's very difficult to make these things. Like I had so much help from like the template work that was given from the people in the Discord. I actually want to like double check. I want to see if it's updated at all. Because the current state of the template is like I think it's like welcome Spyro. The current state of the template is sorry, in the modding channel they're talking about the updated art for Abrasive. I guess there's probably an update today. I didn't check to see. But I will go to that in a second. Welcome, Unicorn. I'm early. What a dedicated fan I am. Yes, thank you for being here. I don't know how to say this, but it is a little strange when I'm saying things and, like, I don't see that anyone is in chat. It is a little awkward to me. Okay, so modding FAQ, early mods. Do they have the template pinned? Place to start making a Slay the Spire mod. Okay. Edited 2 weeks ago. Let me see if there's any stuff. Any stuff added. Okay. Making a card, enter the card name, card model, card pool. Okay, this is all correct. Localization. Okay, functionality to do. Tutorial for a basic card will be added eventually. See, that's the thing, is I do need help deciphering what they're supposed to look like, so yeah. Have you meant to unlist your last streams? I have. So I was waiting to see if anyone was going to comment on it, but yeah, so the streams get like approximately 1K impressions or something after they go down, or at least that's how I think it works. Because I think it doesn't show the impressions while it's live. So it gets recommended to people. The thing is, no one clicks on it. Like, no one clicks on that shit and nobody watches that shit. So I wasn't sure what else I wanted to do. Like, if there was a way I wanted to keep the VODs available somehow. They're definitely still on Twitch, at least for a week. But yeah, the impressions could be going to something else, which is, you know, I released the new video today. I'm very proud of it personally. Unicorn, thank you for commenting. I really liked your comment. Unfortunately, I think usually when you put gay ass in your comments, I think YouTube doesn't like it as much. Really good meme, though. Good reference. So, I'm sure it's an awkward situation for many streamers with no viewers. I mean, I'd be happy to see someone listening to me. Unicorn is unhinged. Yeah, it was good. Good comment. 10 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed the video. I like the VN bit and the control section. Thank you. Yes, I went so hard on the VN section. I was like, it's just so fucking funny to me. Yeah, so that video was immediately flagged for copyright, by the way, because, you know, we literally just played Jiboon Woe immediately at the start, so this is kind of the testing ground for if I am allowed to play anime music from 20 years ago. And make like a little like mock anime intro out of that, because I think that's fun. I think it just makes for a good video. So, but I'm hoping that it doesn't affect the performance of the video too much, because the thing is, it's not a copyright strike. It is a copyright like flag. Usually, how that works is the person who owns the copyright takes like revenue from the video. Like, that's how it works. And the thing is, like, I don't really make too much money off the videos, to be completely transparent. I just want to make a good video that people enjoy. So if my watch time doesn't get roasted and stuff like that, and my impressions don't get roasted because of it, then I intend to do more of it. Should do those old YouTube intros with shaking and backflipping words. Yes, that is also a possibility. That is a way to do the meme. Yeah, I don't know if people understand the super deep cut of the VN bit, because it was, the background music is from Katawa Shoujo. It's good meme. Also, just the context of what they're saying is so funny to me. Because obviously that scene originally is like Arcane talking about like sacrificing herself or something. But it's like, you should go on a date with Chen. Is that in order? Sure. Knew a guy who put his unlisted streams in a playlist. They don't get recommended, but people can still watch them. That's actually good to know, because that was one of the solutions I was thinking of. I was legitimately thinking of doing that. So it's interesting that you bring that up, because it sounds like the solution then. Been meaning to play Katawa Shoujo. It was free on Steam. It's a game. I played like one route. It was okay. Some people really like the artist route, because it's the relationship struggles of being with your incredibly neurodivergent artist girlfriend. Why enlist it? So the reason I'm enlisting it is that it gets recommended in the YouTube algorithm, and my current running, I was gonna say schizophrenia. That is not. My current running theory, I guess, theory would be a good way to say it, is that, so like, YouTube looks at your, like, the way your stuff performs, and then, like, determines how they're gonna fit you into the algorithm and all that stuff. So live streams are not a thing that people generally click on, which is also why people make like VOD channels where they just upload their VODs. I'm not going to do that, at least not right now. So, if it's a paranoid theory, then schizophrenia would be semi-relevant. Yeah, I don't think it's paranoid. This is just like I think this is how it works, or in my understanding. So, live streams. People generally don't click on them. Retention is also generally very low for them, except for people who are looking to watch a live stream VOD. So if I was like immensely popular, there would probably be 1% of people who like maybe miss the VOD, and what they want to do is they want to watch the VOD. Like that's their I'm a VOD watcher for a lot of people that I watch, actually. So like I am one of the 1% who will like open a VOD and probably watch the entire thing in the background while I'm doing something else. So like currently I'm watching through Sea Dog's Cyclothon, which like is not a thing I can really watch live. So I'm just slowly chipping through all of that, and eventually I will watch all of it. But that's like a very low percentage of people. So because it is a low percentage of people, if I don't enlist it, it will be recommended to people using however much algorithm pull my channel has. So it'll have an amount of recommendations to it. And then my understanding is that will also reflect on the performance of my channel in regards to how much algorithm pull it can get. So if I'm constantly posting 4 videos a week, i.e. the live streams, that have very bad click-through rate and bad retention rate, then overall that looks poorly on my channel for getting recommended other content. This wasn't really a problem to me because I wasn't posting other content for like a number of years. Like I wasn't really posting mid-form content because I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. But now I'm literally making like 10-minute like memes every 5 seconds videos, and I've really been enjoying it, and I want those to do better, so I'm unlisting the live streams. The tangible metric is that, or at least I think these are shared, is that if there is an impression slot, so as in like my thumbnail shows up on someone's like YouTube feed, YouTube could either have shown my live stream or one of my newer videos to that person. At least that's the theory. I don't actually know if that's the case. I don't know if it recommends the live stream to different people, or if it says like, we want to recommend you a video from this person because we think you'll like what they made, and then like I don't exactly know. If there is approximately 1,000 to 2,000 people every time I post a live stream that get an impression for my live stream VOD, there's like 2,000 people. Like this shows up to 2,000 people. That's what it says. Like, what was the impressions on? Let me actually go check. Like, have a tangible number. I think it's usually 1,000 to 2,000. YouTube Studio. Content. Loading. Let's go to 1 week ago. So like stream from April. It's a little over a week ago. On the 15th, if I go to the Reach tab, this had 1.6k impressions since publishing. So since this live stream was published as a thing, 1.6k impressions with a 0.9% click-through rate. It got 36 views. The engagement was... this one actually got like some watch time on it. That's interesting. So someone probably watched this one, which is neat. Yeah, it says average view duration 6 minutes, but what this probably was based on the graph is actually one person or one or two people watched the greater majority of the VOD, then 34 people who clicked into it did not really watch basically any of it. So the point is, the video you posted 5 days ago has 1.6k views. Who knows, your channel might pick up soon. I mean, I don't know. It's always the hope. Yeah, so the point is that, like, that video, which has 1.6k views that you're talking about, let me go to it. That video has 27k impressions. So this thumbnail and video showed up to 27,000 people, and 4.2% of them actually clicked into the video, which is why it has 1.7k views. So basically, the thought is that I don't remember what the number was. It said 1.6k, right? If I post 4 live streams a week that get recommended to 1.6k people that don't click into it, that's 3.26. That is like 6.4k impressions that could have gone to a video that I actually like spent a lot of time on and cared about. That's like 6.4k recommendations. That's not exactly how it works, right? But it's kind of my running theory that you can only, like, it can only afford your channel so many recommendations to people on the platform, right? So, part of why I think this, just for the record, is that, like, sometimes shorts, so on the shorts side, sometimes shorts will have, like, will perform really, really well. So, the Perfect Sylveon got 9.7k views. So that video performed pretty well. It also has a lot of likes, which is really funny to me. That video did well. And then the next ones, the next videos, Drafting on Silent is Hard did okay. And then Never Do This to a Striker Player probably didn't do well because of, like, the pacing of the video. That's fine. But Day 3 of Playing Enfield Be Like, I thought that this video was okay. And also, like, by the metrics of engagement, nope, people saw it. Never mind. I thought this video was okay, but it didn't get as many views. And they were kind of in the wake or fallout of, instead of this short getting recommended to them, the Perfect Sylveon's getting recommended to them. It looks less apparent to me for these ones, I guess. But there have definitely been cases where it's like, one of the shorts is popping off, and then the shorts that basically come immediately after it basically get no views. So this is usually why people would, how do I say? This is usually why people don't post every single day. Yeah, I think the purpose of posting every day is so that you can, like, maybe potentially get some kind of algorithm hook. Like, get anybody to watch your channel. But I think it would be beneficial to only post good content a few times a week rather than every single day. Because then if a video is popping off, then you can just, like, let the algorithm take it instead of, like, posting another thing that the algorithm now needs to be like, okay, well, am I recommending video A or video B now? So that all goes back to the live stream gets recommended to people, and I think it is, you know, to some degree wasting impressions by recommending people a live stream that I don't believe they're going to watch. So I don't know why, but I feel like the title had an impact, since videos with about generally have more views. Basically, DramaTube impact, maybe. Oh yeah, no, the video title is clickbait as shit. Like, it about the Chaos Zero half anniversary situation So about and situation, like they're very, like they're obviously words meant to like provoke people. The funny thing is that it's like it's clickbait because I just like talk about the live stream and then say that I'm excited for things. Like it's not, there's no, the when I say situation, the situation was, yeah, the things that are happening in the live stream. Like there's no, like it's not. SlopTube has taken over way long ago, huh? I was actually talking to someone about this recently. Which, first of all, yes, some degree of like vague posting has people interested, and that's what people click into. That's the entire art of clickbait. The second thing is that oh, I was talking. It's so provoking, Jesus. Oh, the thing that yeah, the thing that I was thinking about. Oh, someone brought up Jerry Springer, I think. So talking about Jerry Springer, and then I talked about how I think the legacy of talk show hosts is interesting because it kind of led to, in my opinion, like both radio and talk show hosts, like they kind of lead in very naturally into the existence of YouTube channels. So it's like a talking head YouTube channel is literally just like a talk show. And you think about why it works, and the idea that you have a face, like a face that you care about. In the case of Jerry Springer, you have a face that you've like attached to this idea of a show, and then I don't know, it's like very obvious, but it's like a face or a mascot or a thing that you can like attach yourself to and gravitate towards, and then that lends itself well to, well, I'm just gonna like talk for an hour now about whatever. There's a talk show something. But specifically, in Jerry Springer, I believe the show is known for like basically having very high, like emotionally charged content of like people getting really mad at each other, like pulling each other's hair, like fighting, literally fighting on set and stuff like that. Like very highly emotionally charged content. And I was talking about how like, yeah, that hasn't changed. People still really like their very incredibly emotionally charged content, like, you know, the call outs, the drama tube stuff. Like people like that. So it's even more of a parallel that, well, now the, you know, if you want your emotionally charged content, you just like go to DramaTube. And how that's like basically still like Jerry Springer walked so that DramaTube could run. Like that is what, you know what I mean? That's basically what it shows were, high drama clickbait titles too. Exactly. So it's like, it's interesting to me. It is to be able to literally see and witness the chain of influence of art, of like the concept of a talk show be translated from like one generation to the next it's just interesting. It's very, very interesting, right? So anyways, it was a thing that I commented on in that discussion with this person, and yeah. Group X that hates Group Y are gonna talk, ooh, bet they're gonna yell and fight. Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. Very interesting that it's all still a thing. YouTube is still doing like all the same stuff and whatever. So anyways, my point is I hate clickbait because I don't like it when I feel like the title of an article is attempting to emotionally manipulate me into clicking onto it. I have a strong It's like a strong sense of like yin yang, you know what I mean? Where there's like a force that attempts to pull you in, and then there's the force of like, I'm not falling for this clickbait bullshit, and then like, you know, not getting dragged into it. Which is why I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it. I instead prefer to be like, this is the video. Like, I just wanted to name the Enfield video like Enfield Chapter 1.2 Part 1, because that's what it is. And then if you're interested in looking at that, then you can click on it. Or like, I think one of them is actually Chapter 1.2, but it's mostly memes, which is like kind of more accurate. But the thing is, I'd rather not vague post, but one of the titles is These Two Can't Be Helped, which is really funny. Just for the record, I do actually find that one funny. That one's less like clickbaity and more funny, but certainly you could have named this something like The Problem with Chapter 1.2, or My Thoughts on the Problem with Chapter 1. Something like that, you know what I mean? It's like, there's a problem in Chapter 1.2. There's an issue. The issue with, like, commenting on or solving the issues of Chapter 1.2. And the issue in this case is referring to the fact that Chen and Arcane aren't banging literally right now when they should be. Like, that's the issue. That's the actual issue. But you can kind of like vague post it so that people who... The general stipulation is that people who like Enfield will see that video and be like, why does this person not like Enfield? Like, what is their issue with Enfield? What is their issue with the update? What is their issue with whatever? So, yeah. Here's with The Situation is Crazy title with some guy's face and It's Over in the thumbnail. Yeah, basically. You just need to Yuri bait. That would be 200% effective. I mean, that is kind of like the thumbnail. I assume anyone who does clickbait is just trying to succeed, and it started to annoy me less, thinking of people as desperate rather than malicious and annoying. I think that's a decent reframe. And I think that it's accurate. I think that despite that, there are a lot of things that I wouldn't click on. So that's kind of like the full circle answer, is that there's like, well, I wish people wouldn't clickbait. Well, people are going to clickbait. Well, you don't have to demonize people who clickbait because it's unnecessary. And then it's like, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. And also, yeah, I'm just not going to click on it. I guess there's like another thought, which is that even if they are trying to succeed, there are a lot of people who potentially tone match between how they do a video title and how they actually present the video. So like a Muujin video, for example, will be very clickbaity. And then also, typically the way he narrates is very antagonistic because he's a drama tuber. I don't watch Muujin, by the way. My friend does. So I'm by parallel as content is available to me. So Majin Buu. The Muujin situation is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I was about to comment on like any of the Muujin videos, and I was like, I am not commenting on any of the Muujin videos. It is not certainly the fans of Muujin, and probably anybody who watches Muujin is not prepared for the for the equalized take or response to any Muujin video, because it's a lot funnier to throw tomatoes and laugh at people. I'm not a vegetarian, but my girlfriend is, so that basically makes me a vegetarian-ass friendships. What? one comment, then let's farm the clips and get views and shorts. Yeah, basically. Well, like, if it's unclear from my general tone of these things all the time, is that it's like, no, I'm aware that presenting, like, a very aggressive take, or even, like, a, the easiest thing to do would be to comment on a Muujin video, and then be very aggressive about your stance that is, like, either for or against the Muujin video, because people just, like, they just, you know, people like clashing. Like, they like clashing ways, you know what I mean? So, because it, because regardless of what stance you could take, there'll be a clash. If you took a level-headed take that diffuses the general energy of the video, then it is uninteresting. Because people just kind of go like, oh, that's fair, and then they just, like, move on. Like, if you ever present a very non-antagonistic and understanding take, while also presenting your own take, that is theoretically the best way to approach a discourse, any kind of discourse, because it means that you can understand where people are coming from, you can learn a little bit more about, like, your views, the views of other people, and like, the state of the world, whatever. It's generally advisable to approach things level-headed and stuff. Problem is that it's boring. It's not interesting to people, which is, yeah, it's, like, not fun. And I'm aware that I frequently stop myself from commenting on things that would be very easy to comment on in order to become a drama tuber or whatever, because that's, like, genuinely not what I want to do. Like, I don't want someone to have subscribed to my channel because I had a very medium take on something that another person said. Like, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk to you about the meta commentary about your engagement with media and why the entire machine that is running here, this entire make-believe machine of interacting between, like, getting rage baiting, whatever, and this entire thing is, like, you don't have to engage with it. you just, like, don't even need to. That's my take. My take is that if you are enjoying yourself engaging with the thing, then it's okay. If you're not, then you can step away at any time, and you don't have to get rage baited into things. When you know about something mostly because of your friend always talks about it. Also, oh, it's a Pulp Fiction reference. Really? I didn't catch that. I did not catch that. I think I know it now, though. Now that I'm thinking about it. The guy eats the burger and he's like, my girlfriend's vegetarian, but, like, the joke is that he's eating a burger. You can eat that? Okay, what do I want to do now? I don't know. I'm still feeling kind of spacey. What I actually wanted to do was that if you have not watched the video, or perhaps you'd be interested in watching it again with my commentary, I would like to watch the video again. I was gonna do it as a watch-along, maybe. as a way to encourage people to open the video so that we can watch it together. Oh, he literally says that line. He hasn't tried the Big Kahuna Burger because of his girlfriend. I see. So I kind of wanted to do that. It sounds like there's patch notes, maybe. So I'm gonna just see if there's patch notes first. "17 hours ago." Okay, patch notes. This is April 2nd. This is not the right one. Beta notes 17 hours ago. Okay, this is on a few things, content stuff. Okay, it looks like there's things to talk about here, so I will read this. Let me just get the old React window open. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Let's read. I think it's this one. Yep, that looks right to me. Okay, let's read. Hey Slayers, we've been updating the beta branch this week, or we're back to updating the beta branch this week. On Ascensions, when it comes to general balance, the base difficulty is quite hard right now. We're continuously adjusting this baseline difficulty to make it more accessible for a wide range of players, while also continuing to deliver a challenging game at higher Ascensions. It is good that they address this, because I think that there are some higher level players who are of the opinion that the game is... it's not necessarily that the game is easy, but it's that they're concerned that in service of balancing the game for a wider range of players, that the game will become too easy when they want to engage with the challenge at higher Ascensions, which I think is valid. But I think that this statement is a good way to address the fact that, like, it is one of their team goals to make it more accessible for a wider range of players. So they are clearly stating that this is a team goal for them, which I think is important for them to talk about, because if they start balancing the game towards a wider audience or whatever, and they have not been on record to state that that is how they feel, some people might get a little concerned about that. But also saying that they want the higher Ascensions to be better or whatever. So, okay. So let me do the first game completing runs of Slay the Spire 2 at the highest difficulty should feel like a monumental achievement for a fraction of players devoted to understanding the ins and outs of the game's mechanics. On beating your first run, we added a message to communicate this intention for the Ascensions. On beating your first run. Okay. Got it. So they added like a, just for the record, if you want to do Ascensions, like, they're not required, but also, like, you know, if you enjoy challenge, you might enjoy that. Okay. On Doormaker, we are currently monitoring the Doormaker and looking at a combination of in-game feedback, social media posts, and metrics. We want to give players time to adjust a bit. Otherwise, we'll be bouncing around knee-jerk reactions. Yeah, so if they just, like, do it immediately without watching for players adjusting, because I noticed that I needed to adjust my own play as well for Doormaker. Like, having a plan for Doormaker is actually important now. Currently, from the looking at millions of runs, Doormaker's overall difficulty win rate is in a good place. Interesting. Slightly weaker than the other Act 3 bosses, both in kill rate and damage dealt. Really? That's interesting. I felt like New Doormaker was harder, so I'm wondering what's up with that. However, we do want to ensure that its mechanics aren't too abrasive against certain playstyles. Okay, fair. Yeah, I think that a big problem with Doormaker is that if you have any kind of deck that is, like, actually trying to resolve cantrips and stuff like that, or get value out of playing for multiple turns, it is very, very hard to win. So, interestingly, I would believe that the general way of playing the game, which is just, like, picking a lot of cards, just playing the game at Ascension 0 or whatever, that's actually pretty good against Stormmaker, because you don't care about your cards getting exhausted, and then you probably don't mind the the turn where he saps your energy either. You probably also don't care about the draw turn because you're not like playing a deck that is relying on drawing a lot of cards and playing a lot of cards and whatever. So you're just playing like a pile deck of whatever. So literally turns 1 and 2 probably don't matter to you, and then turn 3 is kind of equally punishing, but still probably more punishing for combo decks. More players equals more money, I guess. So that is true. More players does equal more money. However, this is kind of my view on game balance and why I think there is a less cynical reason why people want games to be balanced. Is that like part of one of the main reasons I think of like why art is valuable and important is that like there is something that I feel or understand or something. There's something about the combination of all of my experiences in the world that I can manifest into a piece of artwork in one way or another. Whether that's like a video game, art, music, visual art, music, whatever. Particularly, so like for a game, the people who made Slay the Spire played Dominion. They played Dominion, and also they play a lot of roguelikes. So like their experiences are Dominion was really cool. Also, look at all these cool things that we think are cool about roguelikes, which are like finding synergies, like combining synergy spaces, making strategic decisions about what cards you draft into your deck, stuff like that. I'm going to present that to you. If I'm presenting the ideas and thoughts and things that I care about to you, and you go, that's shit, I don't want to interact with it, that just feels kind of bad. If I go, hey, I really like the art in Slay the Spire 2, and you're like, no, all of it is shit. It's like, it just doesn't feel very good. So therefore, on the axis of difficulty or accessibility to players, it's like, we think there's something valuable here that we want to share with you, which is the experience of playing Dominion, roguelike, whatever, deck builders, card games, all of those things. The culture that I care about, I want to share with you. By making this game, here's the game, you can play it. I want to give you that experience, that fun, that whatever. If there are people who aren't as skilled at playing roguelikes, and I acknowledge that there are people who aren't as skilled at playing roguelikes, how do I give people that experience anyways? Because I don't want to have to expect people to be like crazy super good at roguelikes to enjoy or to get the fun or joy out of like playing Dominion or something, right? I don't want to be like super stonewalled against that, basically. So like there is a value in being accessible to more players that is not just money. Like sharing in art and yeah, like transmitting culture to people is like, yeah. That is just a thing people care about, and sometimes that means making the easier versions or easier levels of the game more accessible to people. So okay. Miscellaneous card arts. Yeah, this is new abrasive. Ridiculous. One oft requested feature we've added is an error message when in-game feedback is not received. For instance, if a player is offline, so that we can make it more clear when your feedback was actually able to be properly submitted. Okay. Cool new art for some cards and a certain agent. Oh, is this the demon guy? Is that Vaku? Also, what are these cards? I don't know what those cards are. Okay, content. Badges, Ironclad, Rework Conflagration, 1 cost, rare, deal 8-9 damage to all enemies, deals additional damage for each other attack you play this turn. So this is play attacks payoff. Now it's deal 2 damage to all enemies 4 or 5 times. Okay, so now this is more a strength payoff. Haven't played a whole lot of Ironclad. This kind of makes sense to me, though, because it's, playing a lot of attacks is hard. It's just kind of difficult. Instead, just, like, make the card more good by itself. Is Abrasive the thorny one? Yes, it's the one that used to look like a sponge. A dangerous sponge. Okay. Drum of Battle. 0 cost uncommon. This is a power. Draw 2/3. At the start of your turn, exhaust the top card of your draw pile. Now it is uncommon. Draw 2 cards. It's a skill. 1 cost uncommon. Draw 2 cards. When this card is exhausted, gain energy. That's interesting. That's definitely pretty interesting. I always felt like this was a weird effect. It's just like a 0 cost, you were allowed to draw cards. It's just weird. Anthony's note. Drum Battle was previously the lowest picked uncommon card on Ironclad. What? Really? It's 0 cost, draw 2/3 cards. What do you mean? Generally unpopular. Okay, so I see why it actually would be unpopular, which is that, like, you're exhausting the top card of your deck. You don't want to exhaust random cards off the top of your deck every turn. Like, I get it. I understand. But also, I felt like there was a degree of power with this card that was maybe, you know, people simply didn't want to take it, whatever. So, okay. This rework attempts to put it into a more interesting spot and adds some synergy to exhaust decks. Conflagration had low pick rates and middling win rates for a rare, while also feeling more like an effect that belonged on Silent, caring about a number of card plays. I agree with this. It has been reworked into a simple AoE card that can act as a strength payout. The numbers will likely need tuning to get into the desired spot, but this should feel like a more appropriate part of Ironclad's kit. This is fair. I agree with both of these things. One of these days, I'll watch a bunch of videos on Slay the Spire so that I can act like I know my shit in chat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, or you've watched me play enough that you can get a sense for what the cards do. Okay, rework parry card. Power whenever you play Sovereign Blade, gain 10-14 block. New parry, Sovereign Blade gains now gains 10-14 block. This means parry's block is now displayed on Sovereign Blade and is now affected by powers like Dexterity and Frail. Fair. Parry's numbers are looking correct now, but we think it'll be more fun showing the effect on the blade itself. Relics and powers now being able to interact with a block should open up new fun interactions. As a result, this change its numbers may need further tweaking in the future, but we will start with this. Makes sense. If you get dexterity on parry, a number more like 8-12 might be more appropriate, or maybe even like 8-11, something like that. Because you can just get higher ceiling with dexterity. Reworked axe bots. I want to have just a single, more challenging axe bot. Interesting. Yeah, because this fight wasn't really... It's kind of whatever. Okay, balance. Change Nightmare card. You play it and select a card with an affliction on it. That affliction is now removed from the copies added to your hand the following turn. Whoa! Let's go! That's so funny. Because this was one of the first things that happened to me. I nightmared a bound card. And I was like, oh, I hope they don't get copied with bound. And then they got copied with bound. But now it doesn't do that. So, buffed untouchable. Sounds good. Change Tyranny. Now triggers before bombardment. I don't know what that means. Tyranny exhausts bombardment. Bombardment will be played immediately after. Oh, interesting. Because I think Tyranny, like, exhausts a card at the start of your turn. Okay, that's cool. Nerf Reflect. 1721 to 1620. I don't know what this card does. Okay, buffed. Booming Conch. In addition to drawing additional cards, now gains 1 energy. Okay, this matters because my concern with drawing additional cards was that you can't play the additional cards. So the selection isn't, in my opinion, isn't really that important. But now it gives you energy to play the cards. So that's interesting. Now, Fury, instead of selecting random, now allows you to choose 2 cards, which will be put into your hand from the discard pile, which is really good. Really, really good. Because the concern with this card was definitely, like, it happened to me when I picked it one time, was like, I play it and then I just picked up 2 infections and I'm like, great, this sucks. Buffed nutritious soup. In addition to making your strikes cost 0 and giving them eternal, now makes all your strikes deal 3 additional damage. Okay, good. I thought this, like, ancient buff was interesting, but yeah, I guess it's maybe a little underpowered. Nerfed Ruby Raider, lower HP. Scroll of Biting has slightly less HP. Owl Magistrate now has slightly less HP. Oh, it's slightly less, but slightly higher. Okay, got it. Nerfed Phantom at lower Ascensions. Dismember move now does 26 instead of 27. Slippery now is 8-9. Nerfed Waterfall Giant now heals less at lower Ascension. HP heal changed from 15 to 10-15, okay. We are slowly starting the process of making lower sections a little easier and higher sections slightly harder. We want to do this gradually instead of all at once. Makes sense. Slippery Bridge event will no longer offer to remove the same card multiple times unless it has already offered to remove all other cards in your deck at least once. Thank God. This event sucked. Because sometimes you'd be like, no, I don't want it to discard my dexterity or like my footwork. And then you do it again and you're like, no, I don't want it to discard my footwork. And that could theoretically just keep happening. So good that they changed that. Nerf multiplayer scaling for enemy artifact, slippery, and skittish power. Wait, really? The artifact scaling I understand, but slippery? Because I assumed that the slippery required on Phantom was like probably fair. You know what I mean? But I guess not. Whatever. Skittish no longer scales. That's interesting. Stratagem card is no longer banned from the colorless card pool during multiplayer runs. Stratagem. Spanning was originally due to a bug with Stratagem and multiplayer, which has now been fixed. Oh, nice. Buffed Tag Team card. A replay effect now triggers on deal damage to all enemy attacks too. Cool. Edit portrait art for Feral, not yet. Spite. Fight through Hailstorm. Synchronize. Iteration. Voltaic. The Voltaic was temp art? It looked cool. And this is adding like art and stuff. This is UI stuff. That probably doesn't matter. Writing stuff. Bug fixes. Okay. I think that covers all of it. I think that covers the stuff. Yeah, do we want to do a run? Shall we actually slay the Spire? Let's do it. I mean, like, patch notes look fine, I think. Stuff changes. Is to be expected. Now let's nap. Okay, we'll just go to sleep. So true. Well, look at the new art. So what got added? I guess we could just let it come up naturally, but I'm just so curious. Okay, synthesis is in there. Overclock. Pact. Chaos. Tempest. Bite through. Oh, right. This was the one with the... He's like eating a spicy soup. Spicy ramen. Synchronize. Iteration. Hailstorm looks nice. Feral, yo. I mean, old Feral was kind of like gross and awesome to look at, but this is obviously more polished. Helix Drill, Flat Cannon, Modern. I think I've seen all the other ones. Oh, Voltaic! Yeah! That's cool as hell. Alright, sweet. Ascension unlocked. Okay. Thank you. Let's transform a strike. Hyper Beam. That's, we're in the Underdogs. That is a good way to kill things. looking at this path. Late chops, some bonfires in between elites. I think that path still looks good. Very funny. Does this mean I just don't need to take any common straight pluses? I guess I'll just pass. We're looking for something better than that. This is very unfortunate. We could give Hyper Beam steady. That probably does something. If there's ever a turn where, like, we really need to block. Also, sometimes Hyper Beam is, like, you don't actually want to play it. Like, if it's not lethal, then you don't want to play it. Like this turn. We're gonna fight it for at least one more turn, so... blocking was valuable. Uproar, go for the eyes, cool-headed. Cool-headed, good card. A little bit awkward with Hyper Beam. Sweet. Upgraded cool-headed is good. Volt Snap, Lightning Rod, Beam Cell. It's like, we're gonna need a plan that is not just Hyper Beam, so... I think Lightning Rod could be part of that. Overclock, cool-headed, gunk up. Do I take a second cool-headed? I don't think yet. We're looking for, like, a power or something to tell me what this deck is supposed to be doing. Or we could get the classic, which is... I was supposed to draft, like, 3 common cards that I didn't actually draft, and now I feel stupid for not drafting cards. Buffer is not a signpost, and neither is White Noise. Is Buffer actually good at blocking anything? Versus Lagavulin? I think Lagavulin has stuff. It's like decent. Can upgrade it. Okay, that coin's probably really gonna be quite good for our shop. The blocking situation here isn't very good. I think it's worth it. To not take 16 damage. They also haven't stolen any gold from me. The blocking situation is crazy! The blocking situation. About the blocking situation. It's gonna be a pass. We're really looking for something for this deck to do that is more than just playing Hyper Beam. Whoa! Skulking Colony is crazy now! Yo, what the? He's so gross. Oh god. Ugh. What are we thinking about? Like, what are we thinking about? Like, How spicy do we think we can, like... blocking situations the name of my Minecraft channel. That's good. That's a good one. I like that. Damn, we're just getting our ass beat. Coral is sharp? No, this part. This part looks not sharp. We're really not doing a whole lot of damage here, which is what I was concerned about and what appears to be happening. Maybe we wanted to play like Hyper Beam last turn or something. I think some sea anemone are shocking to the touch. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, we have Compact, Cold Snap, Scrape. Compact is like a really, really good card. But I don't think we can take it. Like, we need, like, attacks and stuff. I actually kind of think I'm gonna take this Cold Snap. I mean, it's really not adding that much damage. I think our shop is gonna have to save us here. I'm gonna rely on the shop saving us. This algo is unfortunately way too late. Fasten is good. I think Fasten is good, so is Symbiotic Virus. I'm really tempted to take Thunder, but I think our plan is going to be... I think our plan is going to be this Darkness Orb, and then... Like, literally, that's just our entire plan. We could also gain Ritual. I don't know. Welcome, Rav. What's up? What's up? What is up? I have an Arknight's deep cut in the most recent video. And to me, it's a deep cut to me, and also my friend who saw it and was like, "I can't believe you put that in there." I wanted to watch it later today. Need to watch your brain rot and comment on it. I was thinking of watching it after this run. If we wanted to all collectively watch it. Just donate it some more watch time. The thing is, I don't know if people want me to comment on it. Like, I don't know if... Because there was the, like, premiere option, which I think I don't really want to do because I didn't want to put, like, a live chat on the video itself, necessarily. I will comment on it once I will watch it. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that I wanted to find a way to, like, watch it. I don't know what the best solution is for watching it together with like, the live streaming audience. So I don't know if we watch it after this run together, because I wanted to do a watch along, then would it be better if I didn't say as much, or would it be better if I said stuff? Because I can talk about, like, which ones are my favorite memes, and I can also yell at the camera whenever there's something happening. not the content creator. Feels like there's little point if you don't say much. I think so. I agree, but what I'm kind of feeling is that if somebody hasn't watched the video yet, and then I do a watch along of it, then would they be interested in hearing me yell about things? That's kind of the I'm not sure part. Or is that just a bad experience and I shouldn't do it, I guess, is the thing that I'm thinking. I am wondering if I pick this thunder as a way to deal damage via like zap and lightning rod. Yeah, I mean, this one's probably going to go for another like 30 to 40 minutes if I don't die. So I'll let you think. I feel like thunder as a more consistent way to cycle through like these cards feels like a good idea to me that doesn't have to do with symbiotic virus. However, versus Lagavulin Matriarch, we are just going to wait a bunch. So I prefer to watch it first with a commentary, so I'd probably do a watch and commentary a while after the video is up. True. I think that would be the best thing to do. I guess part of my concern is that, like, if people don't want to watch the video twice, then I feel like I'm bending your arm, twisting your arm to ask you to watch it again. But for this one, I, like, it is my personal subjective opinion about my own video that I personally really like this one. Which maybe I'll just end up saying about all of them every time. Every single time I will be like, no, this one's good. I like this one. It's not even a matter of like, I think it's an amazing, crazy video. It's just that I like this one. I thought the Rossi one was okay. But I like this one. So I wanted to do well. Can twitch and bend my arm or anything else? That's a wild thing to say, my dude. What a wild thing to say. Yeah, I guess in a more objective sense, there were a couple of beats that felt a little too slow when I watched them back. That I'm like, this feels like a place that somebody would click off the video. And interestingly, I've thought about it before where I'm like, I don't know if... Like, I'm pretty aggressive in cutting those sections out, but sometimes, like, I don't. And then I'm like, should I leave the context in for the people who are probably going to watch the entire video anyways, or do I cut it so that the brain-rotted people who have, like, 0.5 frame attention spans can watch the entire video? And currently I've landed on it's fine to run bits that are longer than 10 seconds, but whatever. Remember, it's a fortress. If nothing goes wrong... So that's actually a good example of a bit, though, because that... So, like, since I recorded it offline, that section had lead-up context. Like, I had a conversation, like, I had commentary and conversation before that bit started, and then I cut all of it because I think I hard cut to the, remember, it's a fortress, if nothing goes wrong. You know, that's an example of, you know, I could have a lead-up to the joke, and then do the joke, which I think is funny if you want to give it your attention span. But I think that people don't care about that. They just want the joke. Debating if I pick the skim, I don't know. Skim lets us find cool-headed and lightning rod faster. It lets us change a hand that is strikes into defends. It's probably fine. It's not great because we don't have energy to play a lot of cards, but it can improve my worst turn, at least. Oh, wait. So we are just waiting a number of turns here so that... Oh, when we had the option to give two things steady, I think actually giving dual cast steady is, like, a very reasonable thing to do. Once again, we can't really cycle our orbs, so we're just going to do 2 cool-headeds. We're going to not play our zaps just yet. I don't know what our aim for how big this Dark Orb is supposed to be, but maybe it's actually better to just... It's 6 damage a turn. So if we're triggering Thunder, I think actually that's potentially more. We hit a dual cast on... 1, 2, 3, up to 4 turns from now. That's 6 times 4 times 2. $24, 48. 48 plus 72 is like... It's like 100 something damage. That seems doable. Silly. Very silly. My favorite defect build. Just symbiotic virus and nothing else. I mean, I guess we're taking Ice Lance, but... I don't know. Trade 5 cards. At 2 relaxes. Or we can mulligan. I think there's a low likelihood of needing to mulligan with this deck. Don't really want the relaxes. The relaxes have underperformed the last number of times that I've tried to play them. We also have a Fasten for our block solution. So you potentially lose like Fasten, Lightning Rod, Ice Lance, all those things. Losing Hyper Beam would be pretty bad. Let's try it, I guess. Right, we choose. We choose. We choose the ones. Okay. I'm gonna try to rely on Hyper Beam a little bit. We probably don't need Skim. If we're relying on Hyper Beam, we could maybe ship Dual Cast. This does make our deck fairly weak, so... We do need to survive 5 combats. Like, I want to do something like this. Only one elite. Primarily hallway fights. $26. Welcome back, Skim. Hologram, boost away, focus strike. I don't feel strongly about these. I guess focus strike for the having like 3 Frost Orbs in play, like upgraded Focus Strike is not bad as a hot fix like. Potentially worth 9 block. Hyper Beam does not kill these things, which is very funny. This does, though. Still take 9. Fasten back. It's going to be a pass. Vulnerable or extermination? I think we take the vulnerable. I guess there's a question between Ice Lance or Dual Cast. I think we can win with an Ice Lance. I do enjoy when Defect just becomes, like, what cards do I feel like playing out of my hand this turn? This game becomes a lot easier. When playing all of the cards is just kind of okay. Instead of needing to be concerned about actually doing anything that's good. It's like, well, channeling an orb's probably good. So, well, sure, let's just channel an orb. Loop is an interesting way to convert our One Darkness Orb into winning us a fight. I'm gonna use the bathroom and think about that, maybe. I'm back. I've thought about it. I'm going to take this loop. Because it's also fine with our Frost Orbs. And then if we get, like, Focus Strike upgraded, plus Frost Orbs, plus Frost Orb at the front, it's, like, pretty good. I'll take a power. Mother... It's like... The only power that I don't want it to be is bulk up. It could be literally anything else, and then it was bulk up. Shaking my head, dude. Lose 3 focus, but heal for 17. Let's pop a reboot. Still not good. Take 17. Oh. This is 6, 18, 22. Don't think that's enough. This is 16. It might actually be. Yeah. Thunder is back. Do I take darkness? So that I can... so that I don't have to rely on the single dark orb. I mean, like, it's honestly probably enough, so I don't think I need it. Alright, welcome. It's, playing Spire. Is going to do a watch along of the new video after. What is up with you? Still take 9 damage, taking a lot of damage. So is that all of them back now? I think so, that's why it's grayed out, I imagine. Really want to upgrade here, can't. Excited for tomorrow. You decide to play champions out of your free will? Yeah, it was completely by free will. I was not bribed in any way to play Pokemon Champions tomorrow. Yep. And I don't know what else to say. Master is good. Data Disc is good. I guess Remove Strike is good. Okay. I actually think removing Bulk Up would have been better than removing Strike. Interesting, interesting. I mean, hopefully tomorrow I can get more help on playing Pokemon Champions, because the last stream was a little... It was still fun. I just didn't know what I was doing, so... It's always a tough place to be. Getting multi-hitted. Glacier, Scavenge, Hailstorm. Scavenge is probably good. It's a way to get energy in this deck. It's a way for me to get rid of Bulk Up. But I have a feeling that this deck is a little too dirtily. It's a little too... Like, it's not really doing enough, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of wish this Focus Strike was upgraded. This Bulk Up is really bad. Stuff like that. You can use Hyper Beam and Bulk Up in Pokemon as well. Oh, really? The defect's just a Pokemon, I guess. Can definitely help a little. I'm not good, but I love Pokemon, so I know a lot of abilities and stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, the part that we probably need help with is the rationale part. That is the part that I am looking for guidance on. But, Ida mentioned that they're going to be around and said that they're pretty decent, which is like, I just want to know, like, again, why am I choosing to use certain moves? Like, how do I formulate a decision, right? Another Bulk Up. Terrible. Learning the language of the game, kind of. Oh, it ate my buffer charges. No, I didn't play buffer. Okay, what are we doing here? Playing Fasten so that we don't die in the turns to come. Eat 28 here, which sucks. Right on time. Echo Form seems like a way for this deck to do something. It could also be multicast, but I don't think we have enough reliable energy production to do that. Like, Scavenge... lining up Scavenge and multicast feels like it's going to be difficult. Just going to take Echo Form. Transform up to 3 cards into Maul. The first card you play is played an extra time. Maul is a way for us to get rid of our bad cards and put Mauls in our deck. I don't know if that's good. I mean, we have Fasten Plus for blocking. We have, like, Ice Lance and Cool-Headed and Focus Strike for blocking. So if we just, like, cut all the other stuff and turn them into malls, then maybe that's good. Like, if we cut... like, bulk up, thunder... 1, 2... and 3, 4... 5, 6? Something like that? Maybe 6? Or we could just play, like, Hyper Beam twice at the start of the thing, or Block twice, or Power twice, Capacitor twice, something like that, Echo Form twice. That all seems like quite good, so... it's the easier thing, I think. Maul is a little too cerebral. 2... This is, like, kind of our latest shop, sort of. There's that too. But we want bonfires, so there's kind of that. It's like 4 encounters. Elite. Yeah, not feeling super confident in that path, so I think we just go this way. Sort of stopped playing champions, got to Ultra Ball rank. Probably could have gotten to Master Ball, but kind of just ran dumb fun shit. Right, it gets played twice. That would have been good for me to remember that that's how that worked. Those blocks are 12. If I Explosive Potion, this blocks for 16. Two Ice Lances is real. Oh yeah, I've been playing Master Duel off stream. We're currently in Master 2. And I was like, wow. That's actually, like, pretty high. I hope I don't fuck it up. Mind you, it's pretty late in the season, so some people argue that, you know, all the good players have already gotten to Master 1, so, or, like, they're playing rated duels or whatever, so it doesn't matter anymore, but... Master 2. You're in Master as well? Yes! Like, Jimmy is in Master, and I'm in Master too. So... but yeah, I think that's... I think I've never gotten to Master 1. So that's the thing that I'm... I kind of want to get there. Kind of want to spend time seeing if I can make it to Master 1. It would kind of be the peak. Because I've gotten to Diamond 1 when that was the highest rank, but... that is a little late. Let's transform this bulk up, because it's terrible. Into another height... You're getting absolutely destroyed on these. I don't think I want to buy anything from you. Getting absolutely destroyed on these transforms. Oh. Should really remember that I have Throwing Axe. Be like a good idea. What is the plan here? We have 2 card plays? Like it's a double? It's not looking great. We do 27 plus... I've seen this before, Flar. I really want this rank in a card game. 30-hour ranked grind stream later. Yeah. Well, I mean, you unfortunately bought the time slot where I was going to be playing Master Duel, so... Which means I need to grind today, instead of doing my responsibilities. I think I might just be dead, honestly. Keep thinking about it, and I'm like, I think I'm just dead. It's 21. I guess we're not dead. This is 2 hyper beams, importantly. There's 2 hyper beams again. We struggling. And this deck benefit from machine learning. We just don't have enough energy production. It's tough. My sister gives me my switchback today. You might see my monkey Oranguru. Sorry, was the donation for, like, you wanted to do viewer duels? I just assumed you wanted it to be streamed again. Ooh, I would play it twice. Which is kind of interesting. This will be the first card we play. It's, like, pretty good if we can... If we can land a scavenge. This isn't very good. Ay, God. Pile driver, hologram, scale. I see. I mean, I'll have to think about it. Because the thing is, like, playing early ranked ladder on a thing is, like, easy and not too bad of an experience because you haven't gone to people who are, like, half decent at knowing what they're doing. You know what I mean? But then when you do viewer duels, you might just, like, end up with someone who's in Master 1. And it's like, oh. Welcome, Ida, welcome. I have all this card drawing stuff and like no way to use any of it. Like our startup is so slow. In 2 relics, upgrade 2 cards. I'm gonna upgrade 2 cards. I don't want to play VGC anymore, boss. What's VGC? Fuck! This would have been the thing to take! But I'll think about it. It's a competitive Pokemon format? That's okay, because I'm gonna be playing it, not you. I've made like 6 different teams in 3 days. So I have like no energy this turn? That's pretty funny. I hate them all? Oh no. Okay, so we have 3 buffer charges. This is for 15, 30, 40, 43. Don't really want to play the scavenge. You know what? It's just actually probably fine. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this deck suffers from the classic, we wanted card velocity, but couldn't really find it. Like, I didn't find any turbos. I don't know what other ways I could have gained energy, I guess, now that I think about it. Yeah, it was really... This deck was, like, really looking for a turbo. But now we are probably going to lose to Test Subject because our velocity is very low. Yep. It's, like, literally can't block this turn. So, you know, I mean, like, what do you want me to do? I guess, like, if we drafted a Glacier or something, like, this deck doesn't really have blocks in it. And then we continue drafting cards. Couldn't really get rid of the Squash, stuff like that. Yeah. I maybe needed to draft just more blocks in general, but I was really relying on this, like, Fasten defend plan. Oh wait, we're not dead. We pentagraphed. Well, I guess we're not dead this turn. I don't think we get time to play this Echo Form later. We could scavenge now and then pop the Ice Lance. No, we can't, actually. It would be... Is Ice Lance the only thing that's lethal? This is... 9... I just don't think we get a better spot to play Echo Form. Like, once it flips, we're getting attacked literally every turn. So... But, like, our next turn is, like, not very good. So... Like, next turn, we need to, like, double fasten into double defend, which I don't know what test subject's next pattern is, basically. But I think this is the only chance we have to play this card. Welcome, boy. You're just in time to watch me lose. Okay, 22. Goodbye! Wait, you're leaving? No! This is for 9, for 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. How can you lose? You have Fasten. I heard that card is an auto-win. We have double Fasten, actually. And Fasten is very good. It's just, our deck has some problems. That's what I'm gonna say. Our deck has some issues. I don't know if there's anything we can do here. Because we have a double play. We wanted to double play a defend. There's a defend in these 3 cards. So like we can draw a defend. If we do 1 defend and channel one of these, that's 6 to 12. Plus 9 is 21. Plus 6 is 27. Plus block is 27 plus 19 is 37, 46. We also have dual cast Frost Orb, I guess. Okay, now I think that's enough. This is like really hard, guys. It's this is quite difficult. Because I want to scavenge, because it's... I guess I don't need the energy if my block is already good next turn, right? So we just jam it. I guess the problem was that this isn't actually doing a lot of damage. Next turn we have to block for 77. And next turn we have... It's plus 14, right? 28, 38, 42. 42 plus 10, 52 plus 8 is 60. 60 plus a number of frost orbs, so 60 plus 18. 60 plus 18 is 78. So I think we can block next turn just with triple defend. I think. Oh, one of them is echo formed, right? Our braid is so big. You also just kill it with double focus strike. I want to resolve a scavenge this turn, I guess. This doesn't kill it. It does because it's dual casted. I think it's 2 focus strikes. Skim, hope for scavenge. Hit. Like lightning rod or zap. It's 30, 51. All right, this win brought to you by Fasten. Ow. I mean, some of those early turns were a little, like, they were pretty fucking sketchy. They were pretty sketchy. Oh, man. Wouldn't the point of Scavenge being to remove a strike more so than energy? You thought you were dead on turn 1? It really is a free win. I did think I was dead on turn 1, because I forgot that I had more HP. I forgot I had Pantograph. So I was like, this deck. I mean, like, the deck still suffers from the things that I said. So, where I'm like, it's kind of hard to defend. Like, it's hard to make it through our first turnover, which is, like, supposed to be a really big problem for Act 3 bosses, but we managed to get Echo Form Double Fasten into play, and then we were good. But yeah, this draft was, like, we transformed into this Hyper Beam. We got floor 0 Hyper Beam. We fought, like, 0 elites. Like, very few elites. The buffer ended up being very good with Echo Form. Thunder basically didn't do anything, but we were thinking it might do something. Loop plus Symbiotic Virus carried us through, like, a number of stuff. The Squash was good, actually, because it let us, like, actually do vulnerable damage in this boss with, like, double Ice Lance. So we were just trying to set up every turn, like, double Ice Lance plus Scavenge and stuff, so... And it worked out! Wow. Innate Machine Learning worked out because we throwing axed it, and it was good. Yeah, wow. That was very difficult. That was insanely hard. I'm insanely hard. That was difficult for me, okay? Like, some people might walk into a boss fight with Fasten and be like, yeah, like, run's basically over, we just do this and, like, we can never die, and I'm like, dog, I have 27 cards in my deck and, like, no energy. So the probability of me bricking on some shit because I don't know how to play my turn is, like, decently likely. Pantograph the Goat when winning against back-to-back bosses is the vibe. Yeah, we luckily were able to get there. Sup, Ditto, how are you? That normally would be it for the stream, but I wanted to watch my video. I don't know. I've watched it a number of times. I just like watching it. If people would like to watch it with me, then you can join me. I will be yelling about the things that are happening in the thing, if that is something you are interested in. Or you might not be interested. That's okay. I believe I set up a timer, unless I didn't. I did set up a timer. So normally how I do watch-alongs is I give it like 10 seconds. So I'll hit start on the timer, and then at the 10-second mark, I'll hit play on everything. But we're going to be watching my new video that I published today. Yes, are the people who are interested in watching that ready and/or... I don't know why I said and/or. Ready to start that. I understand that you have definitely thought of this and thought of reasons why you do the watch along this way, but this is your video, you can just pull it up on stream. Well, I mean, the reason is that you can give it more watch time by watching it yourself. Um, the second reason was that I have ASMR going in the other tab because I need white noise or my brain doesn't function, so I can't share the audio from the tab. Um, so those are the reasons why I'm doing this, not because I'm concerned about anything else. I guess the starting 30 seconds could also technically get the stream copyrighted, but that's not really a concern. So I thought of reasons. Did think of reasons. Those are my reasons. I do also think just pulling it up and watching it is a thing that I could have done. Um, I guess I could put the visual on screen. Um, okay. Yeah. Okay. I should also pull up the video. Okay. I don't know why I'm lagging. Okay. 10-second lead in. It's just so peak! I just love it so much. Arcane from the hit show League of Legends! Let's go! Yeah, I started 2 quests in the wrong place. Just funny. I think Mifu is incredibly hot. Huh? I haven't published the videos for it yet, but there is a bit where I just keep talking about Mifu's mole, like every time it's on screen, which I think is funny. Actual Master Duel footage. I spent an amount of time trying to zoom in more and realized I couldn't. The cylinder! It must be unharmed. I want to go on a date with Mifu. Just squeaky. I feel like Enmin is so baby girl coded. Oh, the misery. One 10 pull. Only one. We're only doing one. Yeah. This is all okay because we didn't want the banner unit anyways. I sure have no idea what's going on in any of this. That's fine. You just observe the memes, it's okay. I don't know if that jump is supposed to be intentional, because it kind of... It's debatable. Hello, Sagiri. Why is this tree here? stupidest callback joke ever. I love Chen. I love Chen so much. Arcane is also very hot. Yeah, Rip Chen got Dota walled. It is basically pre-written, yes. Immediately ignored. They totally were! They were roommates! I swear they were roommates. I mean, like, she's right, but... so dumb. Not the caramel dancing. They're so roommates. They're so roommates. They're so roommates. They're roommates. Funny tie-in, these people were in a previous chapter. I cut the context from it, though. Secret tunnel. Date now! Now! Ah! Ah! Oh god. The fucking Ricardos. The Kyostin V guide was like a crazy deep cut. Crazy Arknights deep cut. She's so cute. Stupid. So dumb. Yeah, okay. To the wall! This was the craziest shit ever, like, actually. I was like, this is the opening sequence to the Ashtray Maze. I was like losing my mind. This is also the ashtray maze. Also, the door with the light is also the ashtray maze. Into the upside down section with the square tiled floor, and the doors are upside down. It's just the ashtray maze, dude. Yeah, also the opening door at the end is a little... feels a little homage-like, too. It's peak! It's peak! The roommates! It's just my favorite bit ever. That scene's like 10 minutes long or something of dialogue. Oh shit, not the caramel dancing again! Arcane Ex Machina. There was like a couple of other things I wanted to add to this scene, but none of the edits really panned out. Instead, we just blasted colors. Oh, there was another section of that with where I said like, what did I say? Basically, I said like, you weren't supposed to do that because you were supposed to go on a date with Chen. Like I was talking about how, oh, like you should how are you going to go on a date with Chen when you disobeyed my orders? It was something like that. It's like you got yourself captured in the Coom scroll instead of going on a date with Chen. How dare you? There's something like that. But like the way that I delivered the line wasn't very good, so I didn't include it. Instead, I just went with like, you weren't supposed to do that. Sup, Verd, welcome. Yeah, sorry, we were just watching my new video. Little watch along action. Because I really like these videos. I think they're great. I'm guessing that is another Swedish song. Yeah, I asked for suggestions about what songs I should have as Ardashir's leitmotif, and one of my friends was like, "You should play Pumped Up Kicks." um, which I haven't edited the first part of Wuling yet. I've instead decided to edit chapter 2 first because it's probably a little more relevant to people's interests because it just came out. But yeah, there's like 2 more sections of that chapter, which I also want to edit. But when you first meet Ardashir, he's not really a bad guy. Like he doesn't look like a bad guy or doesn't come off as a bad guy, so I think in that section, like the thought was to make the scene like you're approaching Ardashir and then it's playing muffled pumped up kicks and he's like, oh shit, sorry, I have to turn this off. how's it going? Like something like that. That song didn't mean anything. Like, you know. I'll be real, quick meme edit style videos aren't really something I'm personally interested in, but it was nice. Well, thank you. Yeah, I like these a lot. I think they're very funny, and I didn't think I could really deliver on them because I thought like they take too long to edit. Because they do take too long to edit. This was like my entire week. um, as in like I was pre-posted shorts up to the 22nd, I think. So I gave myself like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks of runway to like work on Arknight's videos. So even after ending stream at like 2 hours in, just like takes up all my time. I also don't typically like this style of video like at all, but these ones have enough old references I get and you're in them, so I like it. True. Yeah. It is too bad. Because it's like, I don't really know how to describe it. I guess the question is kind of like, what is my audience, if that makes sense? It's like my core audience doesn't necessarily watch my memes, but the greater majority of the people who watch, or like the audience that I want to build towards, is probably people who would watch this, right? Like I was thinking about playing Pragmata, but I was thinking of making it one of these videos. So instead of playing it on stream, being like, here is supercut Pragmata, because, I don't know. I just like them a lot better, I guess. Like, there's a difference between, like, live stream humor and being able to, like, I would say that I take, like, 90% more shots on a punchline while offline, because I can look at it later and be like, yeah, that one didn't really hit, so we can cut it. And that's not really a problem. Whereas when you're live, I think going for 90% of your shots and all of them are bad is like a really easy way to make your live stream very cringe. So it's kind of why I like recording the offline ones, offline videos. The VN bit was very funny to me. They should really just be dating. Yeah, thank you for watching with me. And that's probably going to be the stream, because I have more editing to do, among other things. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I understand that, like, the content isn't for everybody. And I guess what I'm saying is, like, it's a bit of a shame, because I understand that if it's not your content and it's the type of content that I would like to make, then there's a disconnect. And ideally, I'd want to make content that appeals to everybody, but that's just not possible. Welcome back, Rants. We just finished watching my new video. New one. We did a little react. I was farming some watch time. The type of video I'm neutral towards, just most of the ones I've seen I didn't like. Ah, I see. Okay. You can make content that appeals to everyone. Flower porn. I think that there are a lot of people that would not appeal to. I think there are a lot of people who would not be into that. I mean, I'll let you know. Like I said, you'll know that I am actively in dire straits when I tell you that I'm just gonna make NSFW content. And I understand that there are people who like will do that because it's like okay to them, like it's like they're fine with it, and that's totally cool. I'm not making a value judgment on that. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I don't feel as comfortable doing that. So if I start doing it, you would know that I am in dire need of money. Isn't that what the watercolor training is for? No. The actual plan with the watercolor was to, like, repaint all of the flag bearer cards in watercolor. The unfortunate thing is that watercolor is very difficult, and I don't actually think it's reasonable to be able to do that. It would also take a really, really long time. Yeah. I was actually thinking of taking a picture of some of my watercolor work. It's, like, fine. I feel like I've been struggling with the medium for a number of reasons, so... You know what's really funny about that? I read that message as, like, character voice, and then, like, I didn't see the skull emoji, so I was like, oh. You like the character and the voice. That's so kind of you. Yeah. I don't know if there was anything else for today. Oh, wait. Common Commands Cookbook. Oh, wait a second. They added a section for writing commands. So it's possible... I might actually be able to work on Flagbearer stuff now. But there's too much stuff to do, right? That's sort of the problem of my entire life, is that, like, well, I want to do all of these things. Right? Like, I think being able to play whatever the Arknights update is, and then make a narrative meme video about it is, like, a very reliable thing that can be done. And it's also not being done all the time, which is good. So I can just post a couple of those videos, and then I don't need to be, like... If there's nothing to edit or post, then I just won't edit them. Right? Which gives me, like, some reprieve. So I'll get through all the 1.2 sections, and probably the Wuling main story. And then I just won't have anything to edit for a while, which lets me work on other things. And then there's a little bit of a circular feedback loop to that. But yeah, the little anime intros kill me. They're like my favorite thing ever. With the stupid character titles. Like Arcane from Hit Show League of Legends is the tagline of the century. We the Godfather 3 of Flagbearer? Oh wait. Chen's little dance will be stuck in my head. Yeah, her... That's, like, my favorite thing ever. Is her little goober wave. Yeah, the other person on that screen, if you're talking about the Perlica dance, that's Simi and Chap Chap. And great animator. That is from Can You Send Me 30k? And then Chen does the wavy motion and is like, I don't have 30k to send you. That's the entire joke, that's it. Flag Barrier 3, this time it'll be balanced for sure. I mean, we're not necessarily aiming for balance. Are you a guy, a girl, or it? I go by he, him. But for all intents and purposes of drawing Flower 34, you know. As if anyone's gonna do that. I think maybe I could, like, work on flag bearer stuff. Potentially. I mean, I guess I'll read over this. We need a power type and a power stack type? What the hell? This is crazy. I don't know, man. It's still so weird. The command, like, the code base for Spire 2 is so weird. To me, I don't understand it. Sorry if that was mean for me to ask. No, I don't think so. I just think for some people, like, I have historically, chronically, I don't know how to say it. Ever since, like, Monster Hunter 1, I've just always had, like, what do I say? Like, I've played female characters because I think the armor looks cooler. So, like, dude armor always looks a little bland. They don't have poofy-ass battle skirts, which look cool as hell. Rathian armor is goated. Are you gay? Excuse me, bro, are you gay? Are you asking because you're interested? Like... Can I make jokes about eating sausages on a daily basis? I would, but it's just not... It's actually not true. Not because I can't afford sausages, but because there's not enough dicks to suck. Okay, anyways, we're gonna... Alright, let's get out of here. It's time to go. If you're still here, I'm gonna say, hey, thank you so much for watching, thank you for being here, appreciate your support as always, and I will see you all next time. Okay, goodbye, bye. For some reason that changed my tab, and... Okay, right. Bye.